We are rolling. Okay, so we are here tonight. I'm just going to jump in really quickly, guys. So it is actually me, not just some random stranger. We're good to go. All right. So we are here tonight with...
I'm Dax from Kirra.
Right, and Kirra is touring on, or playing tonight with Saving Abel, right?
Yes, Saving Abel, Smile Empty Soul, and the Beer Union. All a great bunch of guys.
And all three of you are nominated by Scotty for the interview that we're doing tonight, which they accepted. So, right, big thumbs up if it's in there. Awesome. All right. So it kind of filled you in on what the project was, which was the fact that it's the End Hunger Challenge project. It raises money for ending child hunger in the U.S. Your interview, just your time alone, is raising 1,500 meals. Right?
Yes.
And keep in mind that our goal is actually 1 million meals is what you're part of.
That's awesome.
Right? So knowing what the project is about, since you're kind of new to it, how does that make you feel knowing that you're a part of something so big?
I mean, it's great because, you know, we've always wanted to be involved in philanthropic kind of groups and stuff like that as a band, and we've never really had the opportunity to do so. So to be involved with this is great. You know, I'm a big follower of Tony Robbins, and he has a project to raise, you know, money for starving families, you know, and this is just, it's one of those great things to be able to give back to people just from music and the industry. It's really cool.
You know, and I should say too that it didn't originally set out to be just the music industry. It's anybody in the entertainment industry. However, the music industry has been the most receptive of this project. The ones who are quickest to step up and say, oh yeah, we will.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it's been great. So the statistics, you know, I just throw a few of them out there, is, you know, 1 in 5 kids in the U.S. are the ones that are facing hunger.
Yeah.
When you think of that number, what comes to your mind? What do you think when you hear that it's 1 in 5 realistically?
Too much, too many. So it's, you know, my mother, she grew up in a very, you know, low income kind of household. She had 4 other brothers and sisters, and 3 other brothers and sisters. When money's tight and food is scarce, that's definitely, you know, it's hard. It's hard on families. It's kind of one of those tragedies that we're in such a modernized culture and country, but somehow 1 in 5, you know, are going hungry. So it's, you know.
And I think there's a big misconception too, because usually when you think of child hunger or hungry, you think maybe third world country, or you think poverty and those who, for whatever reason, and realistically that 1 in 5 isn't necessarily coming from the poverty-stricken, low-income families. It's the middle class that are kind of caught in that limbo that suffer just as well.
Yes, definitely.
So we need to raise awareness, right?
Definitely.
Which is what we are doing. You know, there's people sometimes who say, I don't really care, no problem. You know, what would you say to those, if we could reach out and just say, you know?
I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of like what Mother Teresa says, I mean, life is about giving. You know, part of the fulfillment of just human beings and our nature is giving back and giving to people that are less fortunate or are in crisis, you know. I mean, on this tour we're playing a show in Flint, Michigan, and we tend to bring a few gallons of water to that community. It's just like, you know, being involved in helping people outside yourself. I mean, it makes you feel good, but the most important thing is it helps somebody else.
Very much.
You know, and you know, if some people want to think of it selfishly, like, oh, there's nothing in it for me. Well, there is something in it for you. You get, you know, that fulfillment of being able to give to somebody.
See, he gets it. So yeah, that's what he understands, right? There is something that you get, even if it's not monetary or tangible.
I mean, just because it's not a physical, like you said, like a tangible, like money or something, doesn't mean that you don't actually receive something from it, you know?
Exactly. So, you know, at the end of the interview, well, actually, you know, I have another question for you. All right, this is a music question.
What's up?
What is one song or band that's in your iPod or on your music list that maybe your fans wouldn't expect to be in there?
Oh, Earth, Wind & Fire. I love Earth, Wind & Fire.
Which actually, I mean, I'm from Minnesota. So I drove 6 hours for these interviews.
Wow.
And Chicago, Earth, Wind & Fire in Chicago are performing tomorrow.
Really?
Yep, in Minneapolis.
That'd be interesting to see. You know, I would want to see it with Maurice White, you know, without Russell Salt and everything, but that would be fantastic to go see Earth, Wind & Fire live.
Right? There's a lot of people.
Yes.
And I totally reached out to going kind of back to the 90s. There's a tour that's going on with MC Hammer, Salt and Peppa, and Tone Loc.
Salt and Peppa, yeah, that's awesome.
Right? How awesome would that be?
For real.
So, right, we need them to say yes.
Yes, say yes.
See, so same as Scotty did for you, You have the chance at the end of this interview now to nominate, and keep in mind he already nominated all 3 of you that are performing with them.
Yeah.
So you have the chance to nominate 3 other either bands, artists, or anybody in the entertainment industry to keep it going, same as you have, to keep the project going, to keep it moving, to say yes.
All right. I will nominate. Does it have to be a specific person in the band, or just the band?
No, it can be the band in general. It can just be the band, a person, just anybody.
I nominate Nothing More.
Okay, you guys, we've talked before. Hold on, I gotta jump in on this one. We have talked several times. We need to make this happen. All right? This is like the 4th time now. Nothing More needs to say yes.
Mark, I'm talking to you. You know.
All right.
Yes. And I will also nominate Seven Dust.
Right, with Lejean, I believe he was
Yes.
already nominated. Lejean
Really?
specifically was nominated, so that's twice now, guys.
Okay, I'll nominate Clint Lowry.
Okay, so we've got Clint and we've got Lejean. Both of you need to accept, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
I'm going to cast my vote for Mark Tremonti from Alter Bridge or Tremonti. Those are.
All right, that one has not been a nomination we have. The other 2, they really need to step up and agree.
Yes.
Just saying. So, all right, so there are the 3 nominations. You have been part of raising 1 million meals this year.
Yes.
Right? Because we are going to do this.
Yes, that's
so,
awesome. Thank you
we're
so
going to
much.
sign off. And that was Kirra.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks for
guys.
having us.
Have a great night. 1 second here.